Alrighty. Here we go. Huzzah! Alrighty, now to send out Discord notifications. Do all that nice advertising. Gotta do all the advertising. Self promo. Woo! I believe that's all the ones I can advertise in. Alrighty. Hello! I could probably be here for most of the time today. Huzzah! Hello! We're gonna be doing more Priest and Autumn doodles, because um work has got me just constantly thinking about these two. Um anyways, woo. Let's see here. Let me get my Twitch. Yeah. Excuse you. Ignore the Shaw cat. Manage stream. There we go. Now I can see Twitch. There we go. There we go. I can see Twitch now. There we go. Twitch goes over there. Woo. Where's my pencil? Oh, I know what I'm. Come on. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, Dios mío. Sorry. Shawcat is making noise outside my door. And this suddenly went Spanish. So I had to imitate, of course. You're okay. I'm just imitating what's going on outside my door. Hopefully my photos have synced. Have they? They have! We have! Autumn with his bangs pulled back. Work doodles. You have a weird cat. No, I just have Puss in Boots. Hi! You wanna say hi? Oh. Look at him. Look at the boy. Look at him. Hi, Shaw. Hello, Vel. Hello, Iru. I have a pen on clip art that I named Spice's Pen. Ooh. Might make a dating sim based around my OCs. Go for it. That's a fun thing to try. I've tried to make like um a your hand in sorry. That's what I just thought of. Meta Knight. Yep, that's Broski is just Meta Knight at that point. Put that there. There. I need music. I can't. I made a community post for it because I find it so silly. Okay, hold on. Let me look. Alrighty. I'm looking. Spice's pen? Wait a minute. I I saw that short. I was scrolling through shorts. You made a short, didn't you? You did. I saw that. Oh my god, really? Yeah. I have him sunglasses. Wait, what? You gave him sunglasses? Oh my god, you gave him sunglasses. Hold on, let me think about this posing for a second. It's okay. Bro, this woman smacked her kid in front of me as I was ringing her up. I yeah. Mhm. Mhm. And I'm like, cuz I can't say anything. I can't. I genuinely can't. There's nothing I can do in that situation, but I side-eyed her the entire time. Mind you, I was looking away. I was bagging what she was buying, and I don't know what the kid did. Must have climbed on something. And I heard an audible smack. No, I heard a smack. I heard an audible smack. Not like a oh and don't climb on that type of thing. It was a smack and get off that. Like it was a very firm voice too, and I'm like, excuse you? I hope she loses custody of her kid. I just hope she's not a foster parent, because that's what it seemed like to me. And I'm like, damn. I guess I wasn't wrong about Spice. Anyway, like, sadly, I'm not exaggerating when it comes to my stories. Hope she loses her ability to foster parent. I do too. Genuinely. I need to hear. Can this be an art and talking about work stream? I need to hear stories. I'll take this no. Oh, no. Yes. Yes. Feel free to ramble about it. Sorry, I didn't see that. There's not much to ramble about work. Most of the time, I'm just processing clothes. Only recently got trained to be on the register, and I'm only in emergency situations where the other cashiers need breaks and they just yoink me from the back. They abduct me from my natural habitat. It is nice though. Um, I got told I have a nice personality, and I'm like, thanks. This is just one of them. Internally, of course. Not thongs. So real. Also, biggest strat for telling a customer bad news is to get mad first. Wait, your natural habitat is in the back of a thrift store? Yeah, because I don't have to have bought all the things in order to look at all the items. I can just see cool things and then be like, ah, I appreciate that. Doesn't have to be in my home. It does get hot back there. God damn. I'm gonna be dying over the course of the summer. I have a story from one of my volunteering hours. I'm in a group at school that makes us have to do 10 hours of community service a week until school ends. Hello. Hi. My jacket. My autumn jacket. I hold on, chat. Gremlin, but like a minimalist one. Exactly. Okay, so, fun fact. I bought a coat that has a fur hood, just like Autumn's. Well, not fur. His isn't fur. His is, his is different. It's just fluffy. Um, but this one's purple. Like, it's just solid purple. I'll put a picture of it in the Discord at the very least. I bought it. Well, at least I processed this jacket actually. Um, and it was sitting there for a month. It sat there for a month, and today is I think the last day of the sale that we're doing on the barb that I had barbed it with, and so it's $1. And then with my employee discount, it was only a quarter. I bought this jacket for a quarter. So, like, how could I not? Especially when I can just sew the patches on and boom, I got an autumn cosplay. Wow. Yeah. I was like, I'm not gonna buy it for $10. I'm gonna wait. If it's still there, then we'll consider furthering the hoard of items that I've gotten from this thrift store. Is my thing dead? Did my did my did my VTuber die? No, it didn't. Okay, I'm still active. My um anyway, Autumn could afford it. Yeah, he could. This is why we love thrift stores. The funny thing is, you'd ex uh, me and a coworker were complaining about how there was no benches outside the thrift store. And I was like, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, think about it's a thrift store. If you put benches outside, people who need thrift stores are gonna be there. Like, that's a good option to do. Like, come on. But no, hostile architecture. Okay, there's three women. They are weebs. Tulip, a cat frog hybrid. Enid, a cat who is very flirty. And Error Tulip, who is heir to a cool chick with a mysterious past. Ooh, I was helping with an art group for elementary schoolers for an after-school event, and this little girl asked me if she could paint me because she thought I was pretty. I almost cried. Aww. Oh my gosh. While I was a cashier for today, this mom and her kids came up, and each of the kids had their own little wallets, and so I had to run the transactions for both of them. And I'm sorry, but interacting with kids is the funnest thing. Like, they have no filter. They are not yet they have not yet been taught the social chess of adulthood, and thus it makes them easier to interact with than adults. It's crazy. So much easier so like with people my age and older, it's hard to understand some things they mean. So my little brother or younger grade kids are so blunt, it's hilarious and endearing. Exactly. Wow, imagine being in a society where learning social norms makes interaction harder. I know, right? Like the fucking chess never ends. Chess, you say? Oh no. What have I summoned? Eat the chess pieces. Exactly. Gotta violate the norms. My god, we're gonna see Autumn's hairline for a sec. Not for a sec, but like but SMH. Slutty forehead. Most of the last stream I was here, the three of us were just talking about the best tasting chess pieces. Sad thing, my hair is too long to look like Autumn now. I don't want to cut it, but I also do. Ooh, I'd love to do that. I have an OC as trans, female to male. But since the place my story takes place most of the time requires a lot of physical activity, so it's fun to draw chessboards. Ah, interesting. So yeah, Autumn's hormones is why he doesn't look super muscular, but actually does have strength. You know, it might be feeling the male. Whoa, I am dyslexic. That's feeling, but I haven't figured it out. All right. Y'all know Rust is, right? Also, Mans is blind right now. He doesn't have his glasses. Rust? Yeah. You know she is, right? Fourth best girl, yes. Yes. Fifth? Who's above her? Also, y'all know Autumn's basically in the military, right? Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that, right? Y'all know he's built, right? Like, even Sass Autumn. Like, at least a decade. Mans needs his freaking veteran discount. Wait, no. I think y'all did mention him being in the military. It's basically a military. It's not called a military, but not for how long or anything. Yeah, no. So, um, the twins are three. So, like, Big and Rise, they're three when he applies. And that's when he does the scars. Oh, gotta put it in the notes for Shell's class. No joke. Some facts I know I'll forget I have written down. Ah. Holly Flammer. Jesus Christ. Holly Hammer Flint Sugar is who's above her. Ah. Good idea. It might be in the test. I'll need to do that as well soon. When's the test? Totally passing. Yeah, no, Catherine's definitely passing. Might get a bee or something. Depends on what the questions are about. Question number one: who spices that? I am cooked. But if it's Revo, I'm cooked. I am cooked. To be fair, you guys wouldn't know about Revo because I haven't posted about Revo. To be fair, Revo is still a work in progress. Oh, I know what I was gonna draw. Okay, so fun fact. Nobody on YouTube would know about this, but there's actually three in the Revo. There's three books, quote unquote. There's Revo, obviously. Then there's Rico, and then there's Retro. Of your art style, by the way. Oh, thank you. Hi, Cool Curry. What? Yes. So there's Revo, Rico, and Retro. Rico, Rico is short for reconstruction, and Retro is short for retrospection, which is the alternate name for early years. So early years is supposed to be a part of retro. Actually, I watched it like an hour ago. Why'd y'all leave us in the dark? It's not very cool of y'all. Well, it's not very finished, is the thing. Like, Revo, literally Holly's plotline in, Revo has only recently been fleshed out to, like, a complete aspect. In recently, I mean, like, the past week. Because of Night Autumn. Doesn't matter. My whole book series isn't finished and it's all I post about. I was in the middle of watching it, but then I didn't check my notifications, saw you were live, so I left watching the episode. Finish it! I'm not worth it. Go finish the episode. Finish the episode and come back. Trust me on this. I just like the Amazing Angel series because the stuff I saw after the first episode. Saw something very disturbing of it, and not joking, like, it has a dark place in my memory. So I haven't watched it anymore. From the canon? From, like, the actual Amazing Digital Circus, or the cursed fanon stuff? No, the fandom? Ah. Disregard the fandom. Don't let it taint something that's actually pretty good. What I saw was worse than that. Ooh. want to become Autumn physically. Uh, little rephrasing, buddy, because there's a little bit of discourse between the trans and the intersex communities about I can transition to being intersex. No, you can't. There's different words to describe that. And the feels handwriting. Y'all haven't ever said anything about Autumn's gender on YouTube, so I thought Autumn was Autumn. Okay, so Autumn's a guy. he that's he him all the way. But as you can see, anyway, um Broski is intersex, by the way. So little little in between. Would have gotten assigned female if he was a human and in a human society that does corrective things. Shit, the thing froze. What the fuck? Why did you do that? Bro's hair is tall. It just keeps getting taller every time I draw it. I can't figure out how to sketch a pose for my little silly. I not intersex or trans. I don't care about pronouns. Sometimes I just want more masculine or feminine. I hate you might want to look into agender. no no space, as in a-spec type, meaning lack thereof. I'm at 1,250 words in my superhero book. Ooh, nice. Pick them all the genders at once. Oh, the opposite of it. Um, Pangender? I don't know. Internet sucks ass for the live stream, so I gotta go. Alrighty. Well, if you described a pose. Oh, small question. Any tips on how to sketch out a pose really quick and simply? Trying to actually draw a cinematic shot of my OC with like a drawing those because he gets stuck on how to draw the pose. Okay. So what I do is I have a couple. I tend to have a little couple favorites for like what kind of shot I want to do. So what I tend to do is I tend to start out with a figure like this. I figure out the line of action, which is this. And then you just kind of flush it out from there. The leg's too small. Currently trying to do a little exasperated pose for him, like his friends just did something exceptionally dumb. He's looking at him and it's like, why is it always you three? Oh, I can give you one of those easily. Like, just like, Harry Potter. I'm sorry. We don't speak of Harry Potter around here. I'm watching very intently because I have no idea how to draw poses. I usually either try to give up, take a picture of the pose and use it as reference. See, now taking a picture of the pose and using it as reference. We don't speak of the dreaded wizards here. No offense. I just Okay, I'm still doing it because is it bad or something? Um, just look up stuff about you cannot partake in the concept of death to the author if the author is still alive. I'm just self-taught as an artist, so I just do what is comfortable. Use references when you want poses. When if you haven't gotten to the point where you can do poses without reference, make sure you have references. Usually can't, except for when I'm drawing something such as a fighting scene. Yeah, I have to draw those way too often. Hey, that's how you get better at doing it, though. Is having to draw it often. Okay, hold on. I just, I just cut. got the funniest idea. This is why he looks like what he does in um the Revo vids. Broski's wearing a corset under the goddamn suit. Oh god. Oh my god. Back. Missed y'all. Missed ya. Missed my head pats. Phone was thirsty. I see. Did I miss anything? Tell me. I mean, shit, is this for drawing Frozen? No, it's not. What is it? Do tell. Persky's in a corset. How he maintains the figure that he has in the Revo vid. Because he's wearing a corset under the suit to make him look skinnier. I would do that. Got it. Maid dress next. So, usually when I draw, I get tired of trying. You can tell I short patience with myself, so I just draw stomaching up. So, is the corset canon? Oh, yeah, definitely. Whatever tricks he can find to hide his, like, chunkiness, he's using. Like, wearing dark colors, because you don't look as fat in dark colors. Getting just, like, specifically tailored stuff. Own it, jeez. I mean, considering what he's preaching, kinda, gotta at least sell it a little bit, you know? Start a whole ass cult. He's gotta at least somewhat own. Takes over. Dysmorphia at its finest. A joke, but it's not a joking matter. I just joke to cope. Oof. Hugs. Takes over, but gotta hide that chub SMH buddy. See, now, hold on. He was not chubby when he first started the cult. Broski was on the streets and starving. He was not chubby when he started the cult. He gained chub when he started actually having a healthy amount of fucking food to eat. Oh wow, so is he a hypocrite? Uh, yes and no. Um, cause of how he like lived, his body basically got traumatized into a slow metabolism. So when he finally does have a healthy amount of food, his body is just packing it on as fat to be like, "Oh my god, we're going to starve again. We need to prepare." So that's just how that's just how that tends to happen. So like even how his body converts magic is affected. So his body converts energy into magic very slowly because his body is like, okay, we need to focus on powering the body. Screw the magic. We need to make sure that we have enough to move our muscles and stay alive. So if he uses magic, it takes a bit longer for him to replenish that magic than a normal person. Versus Autumn, who's the opposite. He was constantly having to use his magic because of the power plant job he had. He was constantly pushing himself into overuse. So his body's like, shit, we need to make everything into magic. Magic, 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 magic. I don't care if it's not fat. Make it into magic. So that's how Autumn nearly died. His body was literally cannibalizing itself to make magic. Which Priest has had happen because he's again he's a focus type, so the only magic he can do is the magic that he does, which is mind magic. So to anybody else, he seems like somebody who doesn't use magic at all. Because oh, it's not light magic, healing magic, water, or air. I mean, technically he can cause a mass hallucination that he used magic, but you know. That takes that he is going to be conked out for the next week if he does that. Bitch doesn't have legal magic. Yep. My god. Yeah, no. He's a focus type. So he has high storage capacity, but because of how he lived, his body is like, yep, no. Fuck magic. We're staying alive. So his replenishing rate is very slow. Versus Autumn's, whose is very high because he was constantly using it. constantly using it. But like Autumn's a variable, so like he has two magic forms that he can do, gravity and air. So he doesn't have high storage. He has like he has the lowest storage out of the three magic types. Worms are so hard to draw. Why are they shaped like this? These buddies? These ones? These broskies? Trying to do that pose I was mentioning and struggling with the shape and the proportions. Oh, I should probably talk about the magic system and how that works. That's probably something I should like actually in depth talk about. Especially since I couldn't find jack shit for the pose online earlier. Oof. Maybe. Yeah, I definitely should. Okay, so the basic rundown. You should talk about the magic system? Okay. So how the magic system works, not specifically for Porcelavians, but in general, as a whole, there's generators of magic and energy are two different things. Magic is this like second form of energy, while the energy that we know, like electricity, that sort of thing, it's a second type. Um, this, but it can be exchanged for another. It's they can change forms back and forth. It just it there's this weird mix. It's energy and it's not energy. But what organic and like physical bodies run on is something that's different from magic. So, but beings like Jeff are elementals. They run only on magic. But they can't make their own magic, so they feed on the magic that's in the world around them. Um, but there's also beings like dragons. Dragons generate magic. They turn the biological into magical. So they eat things, and then their body turns it into magic, so that when they die, they leave magic in the world, and then elementals come and they use that magic. That's kind of the duality system. And then humans came along and fucked that up. Actually, no. Jeff went on a rampage, created areas of the world that are devoid of magic, and then humans sprung up from that, and then that caused everything. So technically, Jeff caused the lack of magic, the eventual death of magic, or at least magic as it used to be, because humans cross. It's Jeff's fault. Yep, it's all Jeff's fault. I was more right than I thought. Hello, Nolis. Um, so I got hit by a damn heat wave of doom. Oof. Jokingly compared himself to the concept of entropy. Ah, I'm in a camper. Oof. He caused entropy, basically. Broski caused entropy. Um, but basically, humans can't use magic at all. They don't generate magic, and they don't use magic. They can't use magic. But a human and a dragon can, because of the high amount of magic that the dragon has. Basically, magic, if you have a lot of magic, you can bullshit a lot of things. So, um, magic equals BSing. High magic, high BS meter. No magic, no BSing. Because you use energy to BS the problem. Exactly. So, Porcelavians are a very, very magical race. They generate magic. They can turn the biological into magic, which is something that's typically only seen in dragons or those descended from dragons, which is pretty much every race at this point. I was talking about entropy, but you see, let's go with that. Um, where's I going with this? Anyway, wizards exist, so you can use a channeling object to use the magic that's around you, or the very little magic that your body creates. You can use a channeling object like a wand, a staff, like runes. Runes you imbue with magic, and then those run basically as programs. You're a wizard, Harry. I'm so sorry again. Um, but if you have high enough magic that you yourself create, is this going to be on the test? um, but if you yourself have a lot of magic, like Porcelavians, you can channel that magic without any sort of like assisting object. You just have so much magic that you need to let it out. And so that's why Porcelavians deal with overuse and buildup. If a Porcelavian is not allowed to use their magic, their body will figure out a way to use that magic. I bet, so give me a good grade. SMH, exchanging favors. You see this, chat? Twitch is... Twitch is... Twitch is... Twitch is bribing me with physical pleasure. Twitch is whoring themselves out. Ah, but will it work? Don't listen to it, Shaw. So, like, an example of this would be Big. Big, if he were to stop using fire, period, if he were to stop doing magic, his body would use his magic in either increasing the heat around him if he didn't have shapeshifting magic. But because he has shapeshifting magic, his body goes, okay, well, let's use this magic that we're generating to keep Big in a state of growth. He is always growing. He is never going to stop growing. But he's only going to grow in the way that makes him match his self perception, how he views himself, which is why his wings go from feathered to leather. Because of the you're a demon mentality that he was surrounded by growing up, and then Ritz looking like one. So, he has leathered wings. I didn't know that. He has feathered and leathered wings. Or at least skin wings, bat wings. He goes from having feathered to non-feathered. Let me see if I can find him. Oh no, not the amateur smut. Jesus. Like, here's him with feathered wings. And looking for one with him in bat wings. This is him with bat wings. It's not as... Oh, you can't really see it all that well. I'll find a better one. He shapeshifts to have bat wings. In R&B at least. Molus. Hi. Oh, there he is. There. There's him with bat wings. In wings, you just made wings sound weird. Imagine him with wings, but instead of feathers it's something, it's just overstretched skin. That's what bat wings are. You just ruined my vision of dragon wings, how dare you. But yeah, he goes from having feathered wings to bat wings. Because he views himself as a demon. That's why his wings are like that. Because his self-perception is that I am a demon and low self-worth. That is why his wings look like that. Because his shape-shifting is subconscious and it matches how he views himself. So the only way he could ever have the feathered wings, so the only way he could have the feathered wings that he did prior is if he actually healed his self-worth and stopped viewing himself as a demon. And that is a not easy journey. Just change how you perceive yourself. Any tips on forearm perspective? Let me see. Do I have any good examples? I mean, we have Hark. Look at him. He very sad. Oh, we still have Gory Hark. Look at him. The duality of man. I love Hark so much. Every day I add more magic types to my series, the more jealous I get of the fact our world is nothing like what I wish I and write it is. Write it as was. I'm not dyslexic. But hold on. So shoulder, elbow, and then wrist. It's gonna look wonky. It just is. Current intended pose has the arms kind of bent at the elbow to be parallel with the floor, like in a confused exploration type thing. Ah, hold on. I think I know what you're talking about. I've done that expression before. Um, where is where is kind of like this? This is a side view. Yes, but facing the other way. Boom. Problem solved. We also have we also have that example. So I don't know if that kind of changed it or not. Just think of how the circles. Like break down the pose and it's just the torso. It's literally just the torso, that, and then like that. Oh, I've done that pose before. Hold on. There it is. There it is. There's Hark. That's the pose that I was basically doing. Also, feral spice. That was interesting to do. Rises non-binary, correct? Gender fluid. This is the one that hurts my eyes to look at. Like, my eyes keep trying to focus, but it's... hurts my eyes. Because it looks like it's blurry, but it's not. It does hurt my eyes a bit. Exactly. Like, it hurts my eyes to look at. My eyes keep trying to focus, and it's... Anyway. There's the non-owie one. Catboy Spice. Catboy Streamer Spice. Enjoy the prosthetic. I think you're so bloody fucking funny, don't you? Also, the effect on this right here, that's what my vision looks like 24/7. If I were to look at something. Just, zoomed out. That's like that kind of texturing is what my vision looks like. You know what's crazy? This is a Disney show. My younger cousin just texted me about it. That got canceled because in one scene, wow. That's why I don't like Harry Potter. Because hold on, that just because J.K. Rowling, yeah, no. I'm not putting my money there. Oh, I forgot about these drawings. You guys want autumn angst? There's some autumn angst. She also said the N-word on Twitter, apparently. Wow, okay. Yay, angst! Yep. Autumn has enough angst, I'm pretty sure. All your characters do. Give him a break. No, this is why, this is like, this is what he dealt with as a kid. This is why he has all those cracks on his arms. He didn't do that to himself. The only things he did to himself are the scars on his face and the scar on his back. That is the only things that he did to himself. And in Sass, the scar on his wrist. Those are the only things he did to himself. Every other scar you see on his body is from somebody else. You gotta make some more of those viewers giving him gifts and stuff videos. I might do that. That was fun. It brought me back to my Ask Blog days. Also, y'all know that Autumn and Spice did not get along when they first met at all. Like, Spice was actively trying to get Autumn to attempt again so that he could get Autumn out of his living space. Yeah, they did not. Yeah, no. Like, Spice left blades out, Spice left alcohol out, Spice left Autumn alone with dangerous things in the room. He he was actively trying to get Autumn to do it again. Because Spice viewed Autumn as a threat to his safety of living. He's a cat and he shouldn't have chocolate. Yeah. Wow, that aged quickly, huh? What do you mean that aged quickly? Only is your disrespect. Oh, hi. Hello. Hello, bread. Name a time and place face to face. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, Ada Burr. It just aged rather quickly. I will not explain. Okay. Here's a bread fact of the day. Do you want to hear it? Yes. Extra credit pats, not that I need them. The largest loaf of bread was 1.2 kilometers long. That's a big ass bread. That's some big bread. You know what else is some big bread? You know who else has some big bread? Who has a whole bakery? You know who else? Any guesses? Hold on, I'm stalling. I can't find the photo. Fuck. Can't find it. Fuck. Anyway, I was gonna put up a picture of Flint. Oh, not Flint. Yeah, no, I can't find it. Can't find the drawing of Flint. Oh, I found it. I don't want to actually show that. It's in a short. It's in a short that I've. If you want to go find it, it's in a short. No, fine. I'll add it as a layer. There you go. There you go. There you go. There's the bread. I forgot about that. Thought it'd be Chubby Belly or something, not his bakery. He's got extra rolls along with the loaf. Yeah, it was actually an anatomy study. It was more of an anatomy study than anything. Like, how does fat go on? Thought y'all were gonna show bread man. Oh yeah, you're right. That was a fail. That was a missed opportunity. I mean, he's got a chubby belly too. It looks pretty good though. Yeah, I'm proud of it. I hate that mold. I got a soft spot for all the Tubby characters because I can relate. Ah. Autumn will slap a bitch if somebody, like, after Priest is dead, is, like, making Priest being fat the reason why he's bad. Like, bitch, no, do not judge him based off his body. Judge him based off what he did. Just because you don't like the person doesn't make, like, body shaming good to do. I could probably stay another 30 to 45 minutes before I gotta go. Alright. The priest is very bad, bad, neutral. I've always said bad slash neutral. He does some pretty shitty things. He does some pretty shitty things. Um, for example, um, go to my latest community post and then come back. Okay. Oh, yeah. For instance, that how did you put 7 slides? I think they updated the number that you can put. I think they updated it. No, it's still 5? I don't know then. I don't know why I can. Not the I'm looking at you, Vivzy Pop at the end. 5 plus 5 does not equal 65. It does not. So yeah, that's one thing. What Vivzy Pop do? Okay, so um, you know Blitz and Stolas, right? Right? Talking to Twitch. Yee. Okay. So Blitz sleeps with Stolas because he's getting a book that he's based his livelihood on. Sound familiar? And hold on, does you and Stolas does use derogatory terms towards Blitz, like calls him an imp in a very you're a lower class way. Um, as a whole, it's portrayed as aw, look, cute. I'm like, no, there's no ethical consent in that sort of situation. And the way that the show paints it as if it's all Blitz's fault, not Stolas. Like, hell no. Oh. Look, I love Stolas, but sometimes, yeah, I'm like, there's two people at fault here, and the show portrays it as if there's only one. That's what I don't like. Anyway, so Priest and Autumn. What is most of Biffy Pop's things about anyway? I never got into it. I've heard very bad things about the fandom. Uh, I can't speak on the fandom. I only watch the show. I don't participate in fandom for that show. Um, I don't know the whole allegations or whatever. I just know that I personally do not like how things are portrayed in that show. I watch it because it's funny, but I have thoughts, I have words on the relationships in it. Let Shaw rewrite it. I basically am. I got s- I got so unreasonably mad when the Fizzaroli episode, Aerobait SMH. Yes, yes. There's no aromantic rep at all. Period. None. None. There's none in anything. Only ace. There's no aromantic. Like, excuse me. Like, if queerbait was a valid complaint, then that was aro queerbait. Yes. Fizz and Asmodeus were aromantic queerbait, if we're gonna make that like valid complaint situation. Like, ooh, look, these are arrow characters. Plot twist, ha! They're in a lovey-dovey relationship. Bitch, fuck that. No, you have the embodiment of lust. They sang about not liking romance. Only, yeah, yeah. Like, that is an Arrow Aloe anthem. And then boom. They're actually really deeply in love and they're really lovey dovey with each other. No. Like, I fully stand with the aromantic as a spectrum defense if somebody who. Yeah, yeah. But, like, the way it's portrayed is it's very much not an aromantic with aromantic relationship. And both of them are confirmed to not be. So, you know, there's that. It's the trope of, oh, they just embarrassed about romance. Yeah. Like, bro, no. Maybe they're just Cupio. The song says otherwise, though. Yeah. Like, hold on. I'm not gonna play the song, but I'm gonna listen to it and like look at the lyrics for a second here. You singing love songs in my lustful lounge. Yeah. What'd you expect from a proprietor like us? Your demon host Asmodeus, the embodiment of lust. Like, it's ironic that show was too prudish to have Aero Ala rep. Yep, because sex always has to be approved of with romance. Otherwise, it's oh no. And that's popular in these parts. Only little bitches stirring the strings of their hearts. You wanna hang around this lustful town? Ditch the lovey-dovey before I knock you around. Like, come on. Hey, Shoddy, hello! Hello! I'm currently ranting about, how Asmodeus should have been a romantic. Like Fizz, fine, I don't care, but Asmodeus himself should have been. Every time I see a new hello, I hope it's for C because where the fuck have they been? I don't know. I'm concerned at this rate. When I look up their account, it won't show. Did they get their account deleted? This is song. Make sure I can't sing this on stream. Is your data Prince Stolz? Is that you? Okay. I pet. You damn cookie no, that's the spirit of love. Oh, I found them. Alright. I think I made a whole rant over on Tumblr about it. It might have been in the community though, so it might not be public. Could have sworn that it wasn't though. Hard. Posted in a solid month. May 24th is your last post. What's Priest's color palette? Yes, I'm looking for country. Silver. It's also what he's not called when it's not Priest, is Silver. Both for the whole silver tongue play and the fact that he looks like Silver. His color palette matches whoever's around him. That's what it is. That's again, that's a whole play on how his character is a whole bunch of just lying and BSing and Steele's cousin. sentimental sound. What you expect from a provider like us? Your demon host has money, so the embodiment of love. Around autumn. No, that'd be an insane lore drop. No. The joke is, hold on, let me pull up like the just got jump scared by Flint's ass. The steel equals the steel and priest being related bit is based off the fact that this was the first drawing of him. This was his OG drawings. This was Broski, back in Jesus. Almost 2 years ago. This was Broski 2 years ago. Take the prince. Stones, is that you? Are you sleeping with an ape? How the mighty do fall. Oh, what's his color palette around autumn? Like, basically just reflecting the colors around him, so it'd be a kind of a purple. Like Broski is a Broski is a baby. Broski is a baby. As many as many men. Oh yeah, here's some older drawings of him. There's Broski. There's the asshole. Sing your serenade. I just got better at doing art. Moxie was a dumbass for taking Millie to a sex club for their anniversary, SMH. Yeah. Grace. So, fun fact, he's actually a Spike, so I think that's an aspect of Gray. I think it falls under. Looked it up, the flag changes every time. Hmm. Yeah, it falls under Gray. Which is funny. Yeah, that fits. That's yeah. Yeah, nobody's really decided collectively on what the spike. Ah, the opposite of is ace jump, which is where low hanging punt. Huh? Gray ace. He's gray. Yeah. Do you have any tips on drawing baggy sleeves? Mmm. References. For that pose? Um, just remember that gravity exists and where their pressure points of where the cloth is draping from is. Okay, that makes more sense. And I have done it before. However, this particular sleeve would be made of more of a denim-like material, so it's stiffer. Okay, so it wouldn't have as many creases. It'd fall a lot more flat. Your phone's hungry again? Bye! I'm probably gonna end the stream. I was like really big on him. think a cat borrowing their dad's jacket type big. So I don't know if that changed how many creases how it fall. I think it would, but I don't know how. Um, for one, the joint, this part, the seam would be very blocky with how it falls. Hmm, I'm not feeling that. Denim doesn't bend very well. So very mild creasing. And if it does bend, it'd be a big bend. It wouldn't be a like tiny crease. Like it wouldn't want to do that sort of thing. It would want to do that sort of thing versus that sort of thing. I'm here. Hello. Welcome. Welcome over to YouTube. No more head pats. No sounds and mindless for lounge. This ain't the place for sentimental sound. What you should expect from a proprietor like us. Demon host Asmodeus, the embodiment of love. Sorry, nope. Gotta keep PG. PG 13. I say that while dropping F bombs constantly. Into the past, inside we trust the house of Asmodeus. Oh, sing us a song. Each of the subject is getting it on. Only little bitches tone the strings on their hearts. Hang around this lustful town. Bitch, the love of devil will knock you around. We sing about want and desire. I'm just lost. Running to the past and the someone we trust. The house of Asmodeus. Won't sing us a song. To bring it to you up. Costumes probably won't be rated PG-13. Oh hell no. I'm like, nope. Like the minute that left my mouth, I'm like, no. Like open zipper. Um, kind of fall. In general, when you're messing with denim, it's very heavy. So it's gonna fall flat. It's not gonna bend. It's not gonna bend a lot. If anything, it just creases like around the sides if you've got the arms up. Versus, and if you raise the arm, it very much will want to follow the crease of the arm. Serenade on your feelings on a velvet stage. And that's popular in these parts. Little bitches from the strings of their hearts wanna hang around this little small town. They just love it to knock you around. Think about what to decide. And it would want to fall down. It becomes like a tilted wing flop. I'm familiar with that bit. Ah. Ah. Yeah. Like, denim very much does not want to bend. I need to redraw this. Look at him. He's such... He's so thin. It's pathetic. This is just steel. Like, motherfucking steel. To the past and desire we trust in the house of Osmodia. Came here to sing your serenade, perform your feelings on a velvet stage. What? What about the other arm? One further back. Is it more flat? Or keeping up with the perspective change? Well, it's gonna crease differently. Crease saying leave your bangs down. You're just now catching on to this? They knew the stream so no, Catherine was over on Twitch. Yeah. I was drawing. Ah. I missed a good portion of the chat talking since I was focused on drawing the pose for my guy. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, hello! See y'all. Bye-bye. Came here to sing you a serenade. Phone and iPad charge? Gonna shower? Okay. Show the difference. Is that you? Are you sleeping with it? I feel a bit sad. The jacket covers up the torso that I had drawn. I knew it was coming, but I was so proud of that torso. Well, save the sketch, you know? See, that's why getting into a certain type of drawings is appealing because you don't have to erase the beautiful sketch you did. I want traditional pencil and paper. Ugh. I feel that. I feel that. That isn't PG-13. Eye break? Alrighty. I'm gonna end as soon as I clean up these sketches. Give them a little bit of color background. Just like as a color fill to distinguish them from the background. That's too low. So smart that I miscounted. Here we go. That'll work. Birdly? What? Who's Birdly? Which one of these are you saying is Birdly? I don't know, man. I'm just saying Birdly. Alrighty. Slay. I'm trying to. Who's the white-haired guy? Well, he's called Priest, but he's also called Silver. It depends on who he's talking to. I personally call him Priest because that's the first name that I came up with for him. Silver came afterwards. Which days are guaranteed streams again? Wednesday and Sunday. Thank you. I can now mark my calendar so don't forget again. Aww. These streams do wonders for fighting back my art block. I can hardly ever draw thanks to it, but with these streams, art just gets flowing so nicely. I'm glad. Okay, back for a sec. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm almost done here. Just need to fix a couple of things. I say that and then I proceed to not be done. It was a tad bit late, lulz. It's alright. There's always the VOD. It's. Oof, yeesh. Yeah, it's late for me. Yeah, and then there's this one. Oh, of eating chess pieces. Y'all seriously gonna. Oh god. Love watching the VOD of yesterday's stream. How did eating chess piece, chess pieces get brought up a second time? I don't know actually. I'm not dyslexic. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. I'm cooked. I saw nothing. I wrote one of my letters backwards because I I might have dyslexia. Well, no, I do have dysgraphia. I do have dysgraphia. Don't know about dyslexia. Ain't no way I'm dysgraphic too. I'm also probably dyslexic. Yeah. If there's like a verbal version of dysgraphia, I have that. It's a mindless lounge. Aussies ain't the place for sentimental sounds. You're proprietor like us. Your demon host has the moneyest the embodiment of lust. Give me a thrust. What is dysgraphia? It's where you struggle to write correctly. Uh, just look up dysgraphia. You'll get an answer pretty fast. Here to sing your serenade. Poem your feelings on a velvet stage. Dyslexia, but for number. That's dyscalculia. Dyscalcu. I can't pronounce that. Alrighty. So we're actually gonna end the stream now. I need some sleep. So we're gonna raid out over on Twitch. Remember food, water, and oxygen. Good night. Yep. Let's see who we can dump. Oh, Azuria's streaming. Alrighty. Bye-bye, YouTube. Have a good rest of your day, night, afternoon, etc. Wow, and time for end. Don't worry, I'll post the art in the Discord. Alright, bye-bye, YouTube.